name is Kreassig, and I serve Regent University as Dean of the School of Education. And joining me this morning is Dr. Goldman. She's an administrator with us here at Regent University, and she's in charge of all operations for the School of Education. We're coming to you today to talk about the differences between the Ed.D degree and the Ph.D degree. And we've gotten a lot of questions from students about what the difference is, what career paths will each lead to. And we're going to talk about that today. So Dr. Goldman, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Dean Kreassig. So I do actually get a lot of questions with students saying, should I take the Ed.D path or should I take the Ph.D path? So just as you mentioned, the Ed.D is a doctorate in education, and most of our graduates go with the Ed.D. They think that it'll be very helpful for them as principals and school administrators because the majority of our students are K-12 practitioners. So that is where most of our students go. The Ph.D, the Doctorate of Philosophy, is more of a researcher's degree. So if you're going into the field of research or college professor specifically, and that's your trade that you want to go into, we would suggest to go into the Ph.D.
Gotcha. Now I do see here, even at Regent University, it's split down the middle when you look at our university as a whole. Faculty that have Ed.D, Doctor of Education, or those with Doctor of Philosophy. So it looks like even if you wanted to go into higher ed, the Ed.D is the equivalent.
Absolutely. Most of this professors actually in the School of Education have their Ed.D. So it is very common to see an Ed.D as a university professor as well.
Okay. It's interesting because I do look at the Ed.D as the practitioner side. I myself went through a program, received an Ed.D. At the time I was a school administrator, as a school principal, and the skill set I learned was action-oriented, boots on the ground. It was data-oriented, decision-making oriented. But I do see that there is, when I listen to students, there is a perceived pecking order between the two degrees. Even though SACS recognizes the Ed.D as equivalent to Ph.D, there are some folks out there that still think that the Ph.D ranks higher for some reason. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think that the Ph.D. in general has been around longer. It might be more recognizable because it's cross-disciplinary, and the School of Education, or education schools in general, offer the Doctorate of Education. So I think that's why people just, it's a more recognizable degree, but in the world of education that you and I live in, the Doctorate of Education is very well thought of.
Gotcha. Are there course differences between the two degrees here at Regent University?
So when you're taking an Ed.D or a Ph.D, you're taking the exact same courses for 3 years. And after the 3rd year, if you're doing the Ed.D, you go on to your dissertation. If you're doing the Ph.D, you do 3 stats modules and then an advanced research design course. So it's really only 1 extra semester and 6 extra credits of advanced stats for a Ph.D.
So more of the research, statistical approach.
Absolutely,
okay.
Yes.
Is there a difference between, if I'm a student and looking at a dissertation, is there a difference between a dissertation on the Ed.D path or a dissertation on the Ph.D path?
Yeah, that's a really good question. A lot of our students think that there is coming into the program. Traditionally, our school has been pretty similar with the Ed.D and Ph.D as far as a 5-chapter dissertation. And as you know, we are going more towards maybe a 5-chapter dissertation for the Ph.D, but for the Ed.D, we're looking at more of a project-based dissertation that students are able to do, so there will be a differentiation going forward.
Okay, I like that. You know, and I want to put it out there too that, you know, it is one of those things when you think about the Ph.D and the Ed.D, the Ph.D at times can be more recognizable, but I want everyone, and rest assured that the Ed.D degree is just as rigorous and equivalent in the eyes of SACS and many accreditation institutions as a Ph.D. So I welcome you to look at our programs that we have, and I want you to know that as a School of Education, we do provide scaffolding and support for you throughout all of your programs so that you will be successful. Dr. Goldman, anything else you would like to add?
You know, the only other thing I would like to add is personally the doors that have opened being getting my doctorate.
Sure,
So just
absolutely.
getting a doctorate in education just really felt like it was something I was called to do, and so I did it, and I loved every minute of it. We have wonderful professors in the doctoral program, but as a personal testimony, the day that I got my doctorate, I was asked to teach that following semester, and that has opened a lot of opportunities for me. So just really encourage you to be one of the few people to go ahead and take advantage of an EDD or a PhD and be called doctor in the future. The doors do open up for you.
That's a good point. You know, there's an obligation and a responsibility as you go through your education and you are granted a degree at what we call a terminal degree, which is the excuse me, the EDD or the PhD. And with that terminal degree, you have an expertise in your field, but you have an obligation to serve communities and serve others with the expertise that you have. So the EDD and the PhD is not so much a badge to wear on your shoulder. It is an obligation to serve others with everything that you do, and a greater responsibility because you have a skill set that others don't have. And what I mean by that is you have a specialty expertise in an area, and that's why you become such an expert. That's why you can be granted by an institution a terminal degree, an EDD or a PhD, because you have that unique skill set. But along with that, yes, doors do open. There are many career opportunities, as you can imagine. You can become a school superintendent, school principal, and you separate yourself out from the pack. So please take time and think about that. But as you think about your career and if you're going to pursue a doctorate, is it going to be EDD or PhD? Think about what we talked about. The choice is yours, but both degrees will open up a wide variety of opportunities for you moving forward.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Thank you for joining us. I appreciate that, Dr. Goldman. Folks, if you have any questions out there, don't hesitate to reach out to Regent University School of Education. We'd be happy to help you. Take care.